right, welcome into December 9th. How you guys doing? I know, it's not the prettiest background I've ever had in my whole life, but it will do. It will do. And coming to you from France, some of you may have seen yesterday that I did a live that was so fun. We also did our Pathfinders live. If you have questions about your birth chart or questions about your twin flame journey or anything like that, we talk about those on those Pathfinder lives. So there's a membership in the description box if you want to come and join us. You guys have such great questions. I learn stuff because of what you ask me, and that helps me too. Okay, so thank you. That's a birthday present for me. All right, let's see where we go today. It's Friday, December 9th. What wants to show up, please? I hope you can see it. All right. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see it. All right, let's see. Distant thunder. Valiant courage, breaking trail. All right. So some of you have been asked to do some things that are kind of difficult. And I feel like, I know this to be true because I've read your comments and I've seen your emails. Some of you are really, this year, 2022 has been kind of a difficult year. I feel like a lot of you might have been on in a dark night of the soul. We can talk about that next week on our live in Pathfinders if you so desire. I definitely have heard from some of you that this past year has really challenged you. And I'm happy to say that it feels to me like a lot of you really stepped up. I mean, I know this to be true because I've read the emails, but you know, stepping up in a dark night is no joke. Okay. So give yourself a little bit of credit for doing that, for persevering, for overcoming. And 2023 promises to be a magical year. I did a full zodiac set of readings on 2023. Just get some intuitive messages about 2023 for each zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I'm going to put a link to a playlist here so you can go check that out. If you haven't seen them, they're being posted yesterday, today, and over the weekend. So let's see where the reading takes us this morning. Where does the reading take us? Oopsie, come here. Come on. Woo! A week in France and your back talk. Okay. Six of Swords. No back talk. Six of Swords, the Sun, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. Wow. Five of Pentacles in the past. Look at that. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, the Moon, Tower. Wow. Temperance and the Devil energy. Five of Pentacles, Tower, and the Devil energy. That's some really strong stuff. In the Moon, let's not discount the Moon. We also have the Sun here, and we also have the Temperance card. So this says to me that there is, you have faced a difficult transition, Six of Swords, with, I never use this word, but I'm going to use it now, a sense of aplomb, right? A sense of dignity, a sense of grace and elegance, and fierceness even. Fierceness I'm getting here from this Sun card. The Five of Pentacles and the Tower. Some of you have really had a lot of things blow up on you this year. Some upsetting financial situation, upsetting separations, divorces, breakups, some kind of truth shown through that was undeniable. Okay? Undeniable. And when that happens, you know, it's sort of like, it's not like you're like, oh, uncle, okay, I got to knuckle under to this. It was more like, all right, at least I know what's going on. And that is preferable to being wandering, trying to figure things out, what's going on. It's almost like you just allowed your intuition to speak loudly enough. Your intuition speaks to you. It's whether you hear it or not. And I feel like you finally just were like, all right, yep. This sucks. And I just am going to accept it for what it is. Like I can't run away from it anymore. It's interesting that we're in Sag time. And on this trip we have, I think it's half Sag, half Scorpio. I mean, there's not that many of us. There's like 10 of us, but it's kind of interesting to see. And I think there's one person who's a Gemini, but that's a Sag axis. So I was kind of like, 50-50. It kind of says to me that there's like this strength of I don't know, I'm just really getting this like tied to Mother Earth, tied to my mission, tied to my passion, tied to what I'm doing, despite the fact that there may be this dark night of the soul flowing around me. And I'm not going to let it, defeat me. It may get you down some days. It may deliver some punches over the course of this year. But the real beautiful part of this is that you're saying, you know what? It is what it is. Not going to let you get me. Sneeze. Okay. Now, for some of you, this may not have happened yet, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a, I don't know, like not a heads up, but like a key to this energy. If you're feeling like you're fighting something happening that you don't want to happen, the fastest way to move through this is just to accept. Okay? Just accept it. Don't fight it. Just accept it. There's something that does need to come through here. I'm going to do a little bit of clarification here. There's something, if you haven't experienced this kind of Five of Pentacles tower, like a loss of a job or a transition from one kind of a life to another. Temperance. We got that again. So this is Sag time period. And you guys know, I mean, a lot of you are Saggies on here or have some Saggy energy. Sag energy is optimism. And we have the Leo energy here of fire and passion. So it's saying to me that, you know, you'll get back to that. You'll get back to yourself. You get back to what you want to do or create. You'll get back to love. You'll get back to it. But everything is cyclical. Everything has cycles. Nothing is up forever. And it's hard for Saggies, especially Saggies, or if you have a lot of Sag energy in you, it's hard for us to kind of either admit that or allow it, because we're like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm always optimistic. I'm always, you know, I'm the one that other people count on for that. And I think that the path here is not, you know, toxic optimism where everything's great all the time. All the time, I'm just so fine. It's just 100% not true. And I think that the Sagittarius version of allowing is, yep, I'm with the universe. I know you're on my side. So whatever's going on here, bring it, because I am very confident in the fact that the sun will rise again, right? That I'll be able to move through this. Now I know, especially if you've been through this a couple of times, if you've had your second Saturn return or your first Saturn return, I'll make a video if you don't know what that is. Some of you may be like, oh God, not this again, not this again. I thought I finally fixed it. I thought I finally figured it out. Well, you did. And then you need to grow some more. Okay. So we can't sit still in our growth. And I think the Temperance Angel here, this is Archangel Michael saying, listen, it's like, take it in stride. Accept the fact that there is cycles. Accept the fact. And some of us could have a dark night of the soul when we fight it. So let's not fight it. All right. There is a message coming through of optimism. All right. Once you do, it's almost like once you do that, like things open back up. You become stronger. You become, look at this, the valiant courage, right? That's Leo energy too when I see that here. So this can be a strong Leo leaning reading as well, but not that this is for any zodiac sign. I'm just saying the energy of it, of optimism and persistence despite the odds or whatever's going on around you. If you can keep your head while all about you are losing theirs, right? That's something that's really bringing us some faith in ourselves. We can do it. You can do this. Lately, I feel like in the last 5 years, I've become much more resilient. And even though things do happen, you're like, oh no, not this again. Like saying to yourself, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Or I can do it. Say it to yourself. You could do this. You could do this. All right. So the message coming through, I'm going to clarify that one. I feel like it's a message of self-love and self-acceptance. All right. Giving yourself a little bit of nurturing. instead of trying to bowl things through. Eight of Swords, right? The mindset, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil energy. The Devil energy showing up a couple of times here. I'll expand on that in the extended. I do think that the Moon here is also showing a fear of getting stuck again. This Eight of Swords is the lower octave of the Devil energy. And the Devil energy, some of you know this who take my tarot class, some of you know that this is a self-inflicted stuckness. When we refuse to accept a situation that is being delivered to us in order for us to learn, we get ourselves stuck because we're like, nope, not doing it. I am not going down that road again. I'm not going to be defeated. Well, that's true. You're not going to be defeated. But it doesn't come from a place of defiance. It comes from a place of acceptance. And the Queen of Cups here, I love this energy. And I even love this Moon energy because it's sort of like the reason for this. And I think a lot of Saggies, maybe Scorpios also, Leos, want to know why. Why is this happening? Why can't I move through this? Why can't I dispense with this? Why can't I just take this away from me? Why can't I just do that? Is because we have to see how much we are, first of all, we are complicit in this by trying to resist it. And then also the fact that, you're on this planet to learn. You're not here to like skate through necessarily. And I don't want to diminish the importance of this Five of Pentacles in the middle, because for two things this is saying to me. First of all, this is saying to me that there are some family belief systems that do need to be purged, right? Six of Swords. And there are some new things that need to be put in place. New messages of self-resilience, self-reliance, acceptance of situations, because you can handle it. It's only when we resist things, it's out of fear that this will break us, or this will be difficult for us, or we don't want to be inconvenienced, or we don't want to be, right? There's a fear of that. There's a fear of getting sidetracked. There's a fear of getting derailed. There's a fear of losing love. There's a fear of losing our identity in our careers. There's all kinds of fears. But when we realize that we are the author of the stuckness, not necessarily the lesson, but the stuckness in the lesson, when we recognize that, that's power. Okay? That's power. And you know that from previous situations, you have been able to fix this. Or, I don't know, that's not the right word. You have been able to overcome this. You have been able to expand from this place and say, yes, thank you for this. I'm seeing my own piece of this, my own part of this. And I recognize it as a strength and not a weakness. Okay, December 9th, good message. I'm going to continue on with this. I'll talk more about this kind of moving out of stuckness, moving out of any kind of fear and into power and resilience, because you are breaking a new trail. And when you break a new trail, you've got to, you got to break a few eggs to make a cake, my darling. You got to break a few, or you got to break in maybe that scythe, maybe those boots, maybe something. And getting new boots can sometimes really hurt your feet, but at the end of the day, it's worth it, isn't it? Because they become comfortable. And then you get another cycle. I know. Time stands still for no man. All right. I'm going to continue on with this morning message. I hope this has been helpful for you. You'll see more of the monthly or the 2023 readings on the channel, and maybe a few more surprises. Mwah! Link is below if you want to continue with me. Otherwise, if you're part of Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.